on him. Yet that's why you saw that his skill bar was on fire there, indicating that his next attack was going to burn the enemies. So yeah, they've got a few centaurs here now. Let's see, I'll let you guys just sit back and enjoy it for a minute.
So I talked about events dynamically scaling based on the number of people there. They scale in a lot of different ways. So not only do the number of creatures and the difficulty of the creatures scale up based on the number of players in the area to always keep it interesting for everybody, things like the prison cell door actually get harder to destroy based on the number of players there. So we try to dynamically scale all of the content to make it interesting no matter how many people show up in the area.
Yeah, and it goes from the creatures, the number of them, their level, as well as sometimes adding skills and changing how the creatures play too.
So you can see off in the distance there's another event that's moving past to the south of our thief. And earlier we blew up some catapults that were bombarding Nibu Terrace. The centaurs are now sending a repair crew out to fix those catapults. And they're going to march through the centaur camp, and the players can try to intercept them and kill them along the way. If they're not able to stop them, the centaurs repair the catapults, and they start bombarding the city, and then a new event kicks off where they go and they actually try to raid the city and take it over. If they take over that city, then another dynamic event kicks off where they march down the road and the Centaur army tries to take Ascalon settlement, which is further to the southeast.
So you can see there the thief was actually able to pick up that warrior banner and use it. Yeah, now they're breaking this prison door down. So thief versus door. The game has also got a lot of fully voiced stuff, so every scene in the game, anytime you hear people say something, those bubbles over their head, they're actually saying it too. It's a little hard to hear over all the booming Guardian effects right now.
So everybody who took part in that dynamic event there just got rewarded for it. They didn't have to go back and find an NPC in the world and talk to them to get their quest reward. They instantly got a reward right on the spot, and everyone who participated got credit for that event. So you guys want to head down to Lion's Arch? Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to go head over another place and fight some other stuff. Another big thing is that almost every skill in Guild Wars 2 you can use while on the move, so there's a lot of mobility. Every character has the ability to dodge by double tapping in any direction and rolling, so once he loads up, I'll let him do a little of that. You can roll around a little, John.
So, some of you may remember Lion's Arch from Guild Wars 1. This is the entrance to New Lion's Arch in Guild Wars 2. It's grown a little bit.
Yeah, pull back, pan back a little, John. Yeah, there are 6 cities in the game. This is one of them. There's 5 starter cities for one for each race, and then this is kind of the meeting point for all of them. It's a central city in the game.
Yeah, this map that we're exploring in right now, this is the map where all 5 races kind of come together for the first time. They all meet up here at Lion's Arch, and then their personal stories branch out in the world from there as they go off to fight the minions of all the major dragons. So you can see off in the distance here, there's a town that's on fire. This is another dynamic event that happens as part of an event chain where the pirates are going to come and they're going to try to attack this town. And the first event already failed.
Help that worker, John. Come on, res him. All right, so there's a worker here who's been, defeated, and they're reviving him now. And that's one of the things too, is that everyone in the game, every profession can revive. You can revive NPCs. You can revive every other player, and that's another way that we just get people to work together. And you actually get XP for reviving people.
Every profession in the game can do that. They can all just kneel down and heal each other. They can do the same thing for NPCs to bring them back to life.
All right, so this is some super hard pirate stuff, so I expect they're going to die here, but we'll find out. Yeah, I think we're going to get to show off a little bit downstate right here. We'll find out.
So there's that shielded deflection again, where that pirate with a rifle is actually shooting and the shots are reflecting back and hitting itself. You'll notice this dynamic event has a lot of different things going on here. There's pirates in the town that you're trying to drive out of there. There's also a bunch of buildings on fire, and you can pick up buckets of water, and you can find them around here, and they'll change out your skill bar, and you can use those to put out all the fires. So that's a part of the event as well.
So it looks like they picked up an elementalist this time who's laying down firewalls that they can actually shoot those bullets through and get extra damage out of.
Yeah, so you'll notice that the bullets that went through the firewall actually caught on fire, and the things that they hit light on fire. There's a lot of profession combos like that, where you can put down clouds of poison, you can shoot projectiles through them, and the projectiles become poison. They'll light on fire. The thieves put down symbols on the ground, and when you do attacks through the symbols, they pick up the abilities of the symbols.
And by thief, Colin means guardian. And,
Guardian, yes.
So this guy right here is a veteran creature. That's one of our indicators to show that this is a harder guy. These guys are level 28 down here. There's 2 of them, and they're fighting a couple level 30s and that level 31 veteran. So just keep an eye on this there. So that's the thief. You can see how mobile he is. He's got on skill 4 on his pistol, he's always got that retreat escape shot, and he's got the dodge roll. So anytime he's in trouble, he has kind of a way to get out of there. Yeah, go ahead and steal something, John. So there you go. He stole actually from that pirate, and he got a bottle. He's going to throw the bottle at him. You can also steal, like when you get that bottle, you have a choice. You can either throw it at your enemies or drink it. That'll give you your some health back.
So the thieves can steal from everything in the game, and based on what they steal from, it changes out the items that they get. And they can steal all sorts of different stuff from enemies in the game. You can steal from moas, you can steal their feathers and throw them back at them and blind them. The pirates have boosts. You can find a tree ant, and you can steal a branch off the tree ant and start beating it up with a piece of itself.
Yeah, no, he stole another bottle again. Here, hit 2, drink it. Yeah, so he can heal himself with the bottle. Now he can jump back out. Yeah, that's a scorpion wire right there, so he's going to pull this guy with it. Oh, there you go. He was already down on the ground, but you can still pull guys even if they're knocked down. There's a lot of, disabling effects that we have in the game, from stuns and knockdowns, and so we kind of try and give people different ways to make the battle a lot more tactical than it was in Guild Wars 1.
So part of the story in this map is there's a bunch of pirate crews that are operating around the area outside of Lion's Arch. And they're raiding all the villages on the edge of Lion's Arch that aren't protected entirely by the Lion's Arch. So this guy they're fighting right here is the first mate of one of the bosses. So there's a pirate crew that's nearby where the actual captain is, and that guy's even harder than this guy. So the first mate is kind of the guy that sends out, and then he goes raiding, and then the captain's back at the main pirate base, and players can all team up and go try to kill him too.
He just went into his downstate, so you can see he's got special skills. He has knives he can throw. This knife he throws will actually poison guys, and then if you want to run over there and bring him back, you can see is how the revival works. So she's bringing him back up as we go. There's actually a couple people helping. So he's back now. He can roll back, heal himself, get back in the fight, and they kind of keep going.
So it looks like there's at least 4 players here playing this dynamic event, and I talked a little bit earlier about how events scale in difficulty based on the number of people there. Our bosses do the same thing. So this boss is scaling up in difficulty as more people show up in this event to keep him interesting no matter how many people are there participating.
So right now they've got 2 guys down. The Guardian is trying to bring them back up. Looks like they picked up another Guardian as well. So they can kind of work in together. The Guardian might have a skill for stunning him once, then the thief can take his blinding powder and throw it to stop the next attack, and you got to kind of work together to combine the skills. You can see right below that guy's health bar, you can see the conditions we have on him. Our condition system is kind of this small set of debuffs that we shared with all the professions, and it kind of gives ways for players to all work together, and they stack together with each other so that when you use a condition on someone, it doesn't, it's never wasted. Alright, so I think they might be able to finish this guy off. We'll see in a second. As you can see, these guys, this pirate's 3 levels above them as veteran is pretty tough. So, in this demo, things have been toned down in some places, but this is not one of them. All right, they just picked up another ad here too. Actually, a couple of them.
So this village, when not on fire and overrun with pirates, actually has a whole bunch of people who normally live here. And part of the dynamic event system is that the world is constantly changing as a result of these events. So the people that live here were all killed off when the pirates got here. Some of them are actually hiding inside the burning houses. Some of them ran up and they're in a nearby village and they're yelling for help and trying to get people to come down here and come and participate in this event. So if you're out exploring in the world, these guys will come out and find you. And they're never going to run up to you and make you read 2 paragraphs of text telling you there's a town on fire. They'll actually run up to you and they'll scream, help, help, oh my gosh, there's a town's on fire. And they'll point exactly where the town is and send you down the road to get there.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's some buckets over there too that they can actually use to go put the fires out. They're right there by that well. Because they've kind of cleared out most of the pirates now, so they're going to pick up some buckets and take them over, start putting fires out. But pirates keep coming, so you have to keep an eye on them. So you pick up the bucket, he actually gets a skill to use it that puts out the fire, he dumps the water out. So yeah, there you go. And it tells you how many pirates are left and how many fires are still burning in the village. Another thing the thief does is he has a lot of evasion built into some of his skills, so that is another way that he keeps himself in combat without taking as much damage, since he's a lower health and lower armor character that likes to get involved in fighting. Another thing you'll notice is they're not really paying attention to who's locking which mobs, who's attacking what. Like, everyone is getting the XP for all this stuff as long as they're fighting them.
There's 1 pirate left. Come on, guys, you can do this.
Yeah, so that pirate actually just dazed him there, spinning all his skills. You can see a couple of new skills that we just put in this demo with the air elementalist over there. He's shooting some lightning bolts at the guys and stuff. Oh, 1 more fire. Or no, 1 more pirate. There he is. All right, so give him a little hand. This is now. Oh no, he's actually over there. Once they kill this guy, yeah. They keep coming in.